Greetings all, this is Hairy Nick.
This is a less hairy Justin.
Welcome to something a little bit different for this channel anyway. We just had the latest and last trailer for episode 9. So we're going to take a look at it and analyse it a bit just quickly before we go into it. In case you just clicked on this video and you're not familiar with our work, we usually talk about tabletop games like X-Wing, so we do a lot of focus on ships and everything from Star Wars, but we're also giant Star Wars nerds, so we'll just talk about anything and everything. Right, without any further ado, let's have a look at this and see what we got. Made by Lucasfilm, always a good start.
Definitely. Now, that looks like Endor. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ooh. Now, that pilot helmet, was that her old one, or is that something new?
Possibly. We'll have a look at it a bit later on.
Yeah.
It looks like one of the Star Destroyers she grew up in.
Yeah. Looking at something, running around. Oh, that's a lot of resistance? Rebels. They were rebels by the end of it, weren't they?
No, I'm not sure.
Oh, that's Dominic Monaghan. I just realised.
Okay.
I like Dominic Monaghan.
Me too. It was Merry from Lord of the Rings. Yeah, nice. This is the second time we've watched this, so we're still seeing a lot of things.
Oh, I like the way that he holds it behind him.
So that's on the surface of a planet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got some spooky looking...
It's like a Sith temple or something with a throne.
Look at that!
I love the Imperial Star Destroyer coming out.
That's a lot of shit.
Yeah, we'll have a look at that in a second, jeez.
There's some weird blue thing flashing.
That's right, the Falcon got its old dish back, something explodes.
Well, is it?
Is this one of the speeders from The Last Jedi?
Don't know.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Oh, and there's the new girl on the left-hand side.
My friends.
That's a really sad line because this is Anthony Daniels' last movie. So, yeah, very symbolic. Almost like how Luke said goodbye to Leia in The Last Jedi. It's like, because of real world things, it makes it all so much more emotional. A yellow powder bomb, why not?
Y-Wing?
Y-Wings, yes. We basically have all the original Rebel ships making a return here.
Some horsies.
That's the...
Space horsies.
That's the throne room.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Oh, the Sith TIE Fighters.
B-Wings! Yeah, the Sith TIE Fighters.
Ooh.
Ian McDermott doing a nice laugh on a throne there. Beautiful.
Well, is it a throne?
Yes. Well, we'll see.
Well, I think it's like some sort of...
I know. By the way, we're just talking all over this and just killing all the emotion. That's okay. Tickets available now. Go and... Whatever. All right, so there's a bit to unpack here. Looks generally quite exciting. A lot more new stuff we saw from the other trailers. Let's actually just jump back and just pause. So first of all, yes... It looks like this planet that we all thought was Endor with like all the wreckages of the second Death Star is indeed Endor. It's that classic like American redwood forest with the ferns and everything. It just looks exactly like that. But you were commenting on that helmet with the...
Yeah, that's a new helmet.
It looks like a combat... I don't think that's the one she had on Jakku.
No.
It was like the visor that Luke had. Yeah.
Back when he was flying the X-Wing,
Yeah.
So this looks more like
It looks like the helmets the Rebels were using in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Which, again, I mean, It's Endor. Let's not beat around the bush there. So there's a bit of a nice jump here, and she lands... This looks like the interior of the Star Destroyer she was living in on Jakku.
Yeah, unless this is now
No, that's the Death Star. Look, that platform there.
I was just about to say.
Yeah. From episode 4, geez, we're nerds, where Obi-Wan's turning off the shields, like that platform, and there's stormtroopers standing over there going, it's not a drill or something like that. Yeah, so that's clearly the inside of the Death Star. A Death Star. That is some wicked binoculars.
Yeah, I want a pair of binoculars like that.
Absolutely. Completely useless.
Yeah.
It's just two binoculars stapled to each other.
Look at that. There are so many... Now, at the end of the episode 8, were they considered rebels again, or were they still resistance?
That was kind of ambiguous.
Because they kept switching between it.
Well, I got the impression that they were going to go back to Rebel versus Empire. That's the whole idea of the restructure of the First Order, Kylo Ren just taking over, doing that kind of stuff. especially now that we have Palp, it's like really harkening back to that. Although now they're talking about it like being the Sith, because we have Sith TIE fighters and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the Dorito ties.
Yes, a lovely shot with Lando in the middle there. Don't really have any dialogue from Lando just yet.
No, I think we've had a yeehaw.
A yeehaw and a laughing in the Falcon, that kind of stuff. Just great shot.
Yeah.
Great shot. There's Rose. It is well spotted. So this is Dominic McGonaghy. What's his name?
Monaghan, isn't it?
Monaghan, something like that.
I'm so butchering it, I think, right now.
Yeah, I think we both are. Merry from Lord of the Rings, essentially. Really cool British actor, I want to say.
English actor.
Yeah, he's English. That's right.
Yeah.
That's Poe's new X-Wing with the orange and white now.
Ooh.
So just for you X-Wing players out there, I think this just means it's going to be a new title for his ship. I don't think we're going to get a new Poe pilot card. I don't think that makes sense. This is still a T... What are we on? 70?
70.
Yeah. Still got the split engine, that kind of stuff. Yeah. And Chewie just being awesome. Chewie can just stand there doing nothing.
Look at that!
How good is that? So this is probably how they get to Endor, I would guess. One of the corvettes. This is clearly the surface of the Death Star. That is one of the guns that was in Episode 4. Yeah. I don't know.
Episode 4 is the one's more on a...
I think it had that swivel, and it was like it looks like the surface of a battleship. In fact, I'm pretty sure they would have used model parts from a battleship.
Make sense,
that kind of thing. That's why it looks like that. This is clearly the wreckage of the Death Star.
Yeah. Death Star 1 or 2, though?
I think it's all Death Star 2. That's why we're talking about Endor, that kind of stuff. Yeah. I don't think there is any wreckage from Death Star 1 because...
No, that makes more sense.
It was so far out in space when it got destroyed.
It was close to Yavin.
I don't think we're looking at Yavin.
No.
Remember, in the movie of Episode 4, that was Yavin 4, the moon, not Yavin itself. I don't think Yavin's inhabitable. I don't know. Someone will correct me on that.
Yeah.
And there's Mr. Kyle walking through the water.
Yep. No mask on, but flips his saber.
Now, is this an iceberg floating in space or the surface of a planet with an iceberg on it?
Well,
is that water?
Because you can see underneath.
Is that a reflection?
A reflection.
I don't know. It doesn't look like... Let's see if we can see the TIE fighters. No. We can't see the TIE fighters in the reflection.
Okay.
I think that's floating in space. I think it's like a Sith temple. Yeah, that's what I think it is. And we come closer and there's unless that's misdirection.
Yeah.
And these are not related at all.
JJ does love his misdirection.
Indeed. Everyone in the Star Wars filmmaking fraternity does. I love that shot so much.
So epic, doesn't it?
Okay, all right. So here is the shot that is circulating around the internet right now. There's the Falcon. They've replaced the dish to be the original. We know this is the Falcon because we can physically see inside the cockpit. I know. Justin's not so sure. It looks way cleaner than the Falcon.
Yeah.
But I think if we look at these shots together, you see how it zooms in. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's got to be. It's got to be.
Unless they've CGI'd that
with the green. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. That'd be some pretty good misdirection.
Yeah, because these days you can't always believe a trailer anymore.
That's true. I honestly, it's a YT 1300. I don't think that they're gonna throw other YT 13. I mean, it's a lot for the general movie-going audience to take in. Like the whole idea that there are extra versions of the same ship.
Yeah, but at the same token, have you seen this?
There
is a lot of different ships.
Okay, so we have what looks like a VCX 100, probably the Ghost.
Yeah.
There's a Resistance bomber somewhere in the background here. I know I saw before.
Wasn't it? There's a U-wing. There was an Azatux just floating over there.
Sorry, I'll just shift this back and forth. There's the U-wing there. Azatux right there. Yeah, beautiful. A bunch of pointy ships.
Yeah.
That's a Corvette. I think that's another Resistance bomber there.
There's a Hammerhead somewhere.
Still, because we're basically like flipping back and forth. There's the Hammerhead right there. It looks like one of those Corellian cruisers that were in Return of the Jedi. That's a big thing that looks like that. B-Wing, I think
Well, we see B-Wings later in...
We
the
do
show.
see B-Wings anyway.
Oh, there's another bomber just up here.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a lot of really cool stuff. I just want to comment generally on this. Getting back to the game of X-Wing again, it looks like basically everything that was on the Rebel fleet is going to make an appearance fighting for the Resistance. I want to make the comment now that I don't think that FFG are just going to wholesale put everything from the Rebellion on the Resistance. I think that's not good for game design.
No.
I think they will be selective about that. Even like the Azatuk, it's like, is it really part of the Resistance fleet if they just turn up and fight in one battle? You know.
And also what we could do now that we've got the packs coming out soon, they can just put cards in from that.
They could just put in pilots and little cardboard templates, that kind of thing. Yeah. Like maybe like one pilot here and there from various ships. It's a lot easier, yeah, as you said, to go less all in on that kind of strategy. Also for Armada players, like this is really bringing forth the idea that they might start introducing the third era into Armada. That'd be sick. That'd be sick. I'm already sort of interested in Armada because of Clone Wars. Yeah. Anyway, there's a lot to unpack here. We'll do more about this in another video because lots of new ship speculation, that kind of stuff. So save that for another time.
See that little blue thing there? I'm wondering what that is. Yeah.
Is it something that we specifically haven't seen in the Falcon before?
I don't think we have.
I don't know. Ray's, but they're both very interested. No, that's not. That's just the eye line's going past it. But still, it's a flux capacitor. They're going to go back in time. Please don't. Anyway, let's keep moving.
Nice battle there.
Beautiful.
Something
and
blowing up.
Let's actually have another closer look at that if we can. It's off the bow of a Star Destroyer. I don't think that's a planet. It looks too small. Is that one of the speeders from The Last Jedi? I don't think it could be.
No.
I don't think.
No, because it was off to one side, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, the cockpit was not in the centre. Yeah. You're not wrong.
Got the new droid?
Yes, DIO.
Yes. You thought it was BB-8, but it is DIO.
That's right, JJ. Look, are you a JoJo fan? Just come out and tell us. It's okay. We can... JoJo references permeate every part of pop culture. I think we have to understand this. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, just go watch JoJo. It's great. But anyway, yes, this is a new droid called DIO. It's not a BB droid because it doesn't have... It's just got like a wheel. Yeah. Like they're just making...
It's really effective.
Yes, smaller and more pathetic. That's how we want our droids. Also, this little creature dude, I forget what his name is, but basically he or she, is an expert in reprogramming droids.
Okay.
So the idea is 3PO gets like...
something in his eyes turn red.
Sorry, just stop talking for a moment. I love this line.
As my friends.
Oh, that's so sad. So yeah, basically he becomes like a combat droid, carries a bowcaster. I really hope that doesn't mean Chewie dies.
If it does, yeah.
Yeah, because Chewie in canon is like 20 years old as far as Wookiee age goes.
Yeah.
So that would be so sad. I'd hate to watch Chewbacca die. I can basically stomach any other character dying apart from Chewbacca.
We've got some horsey boys.
Yes, this is that in space, or you wouldn't think so, on the surface of the Death Star?
No.
Because we see them wandering around on the surface of a planet. Like, this could be Endor again, and they've discovered the Death Star.
Could be the that Sith-looking palace thing that we were talking about earlier.
Possibly, yes. Yeah. Oh,
that looks so good, doesn't it?
That looks so good. Also, we have a shot coming up here of what is potentially Rey and Kylo working together to destroy like a carbonite frozen statue or something.
Don't know.
This it looks like either like Camino or Cloud City, I want to say.
But it wasn't that white, was it?
It had sections that was like that.
I can't remember.
It's a bit hard to say, although that sort of pattern looks like it could be a Empire or First Order installation.
Imperial, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. But like they're working together again. Kylo rebuilt his helmet. Let's not go too far into that.
Can we see the red? Puts the helmet back together. He uses this red.
Oh yes, like how he stitches his face back together. Yeah.
Not necessarily.
There's a bit of reflection. It's a bit hard to tell from this shot. That could be like a cross there. We don't know. We don't know.
Oh, those TIE daggers. They look so good. And the B-Wing.
So this here, we have Ian McDiarmid doing his classic laugh, and we see Palp, or what we assume to be Palp, on what we assume to be a throne.
I don't think it's a throne necessarily, because you see these little diodes poking out, and
it's almost like the
almost like a life support system,
like the thing that Vader was on when they were rebuilding his body and his suit and everything.
Yeah,
which I guess would make a lot of sense. I mean, Palp should be absolutely obliterated, so maybe he needs some kind of life support thing.
Although also, just interestingly,
Yeah.
the ground that they're standing on,
like
sort of a light blue. Would you consider that?
like a flat stone or something?
Yeah, but because it's the light blue, harkening back to that Sith, what we assume to be a Sith temple.
Yes, yeah, sure. I mean,
Possibly.
that's mad speculation going on here.
Yeah, a pure guess.
Pure guess, but a nice shot too. Oh, just the way it's looking down on Rey, and it's great. Yeah,
Looks good.
very good. I mean, I feel like from a lighting perspective, like Star Wars cheats because they have lightsabers. I mean, look at the lighting on that shot where it's like you don't even have to try. It's like let's just chuck
It's just delightful, isn't it?
like let's just shoot in pitch black and put a blue light on the side of Rey's face, and it's always going to look good.
Yeah.
But you never have an excuse to do that in other movies. It just looks sick. Reflection-wise, the lightsaber. Oh, look, there's Yoda in the No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yes, and a title shot. And in case you didn't hear, Mark Hamill does all the voiceover. He's credited as being Luke in this movie, so whether or not he reappears as a Force ghost, I'm guessing like the reveal of Yoda in The Last Jedi, that's going to be something that we just see in the cinema. We're not going to actually get any reveal of that beforehand.
Yeah. Also, there was talk a while back of Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
That could be interesting.
Sure.
What was happening was...
I thought the guy gave up acting though.
No. Him and Ian McDiarmid were meant to be doing a Star Wars panel together for some sort of con.
They did a couple of years ago.
Well, there was meant to be this year as well.
Okay.
And at the last second, they both got pulled.
Okay. I mean...
So there's speculation.
I mean, let's be fair. That could be for a number of reasons.
Yeah.
But the cool reason is that they're in this movie. We'll see.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I'd like to think so.
Bottom line, a lot of really cool new stuff that we hadn't seen before, and I'm pretty excited for this.
Oh, it looks great, doesn't it?
I don't mind saying this on the internet, and I know this is something you should never say on the internet, but I actually quite enjoyed The Last Jedi. I know some people are very disturbed by that.
Guess what? I'm the same.
Yeah, I'm the same. It's just something we do and something we want to celebrate, so we're going to talk about it. Sorry if that offends people. I know people don't like when people like The Last Jedi, but that's just how it is. And this looks really cool as well. So, yeah.
December 20.
December 20, going to go
Can't
see it
wait.
with my family at midnight.
Yeah.
Because I'm working casually and I don't know when I have free shifts. So seeing it at midnight seems like the good option.
I know I'm at least going to be seeing it on Boxing Day with other relations in the family. But I think I want to see it beforehand as well. Just be like, yeah, Star Wars.
Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you are new to the channel, please feel free to like and subscribe. And we've got a Facebook, a Twitter, and even an account on Reddit, so you can follow me on all of those things as well. We've also got a Patreon for the channel, so if you want to help out even by $1 a month, it does make a huge difference for us here. Thank you so much to everyone that have already supported us on Patreon. You guys are flippin' awesome. We'll catch you all in the next video.
Bye.